Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic slash non-classic. This is episode number 454, Doubleshot number 371. Excuse me, 2 and 2 main teacher trades, two Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trades. Volume 14, Order from Chaos, and Leatherhead. Yes, on the cover, that's the Technodrome. Yep. Basically, these two trades cover the next 10 issues. Basically, these two trades cover issues 51 to 60. Yeah, the issues that came out just last year. Mikey joins the Mutant Animals, though he kind of basically, kind of leaves them not long after that, because he doesn't like what Old Hob is doing. Old Hob is this guy here. He's one of the villains. He was originally a villain, then they turned good. We also have Slash, Pigeon Pete, Mondo Gecko, Crab, I don't remember his last name, Crab guy, and some guy here. Whole thing with Mutant Animals I thought was really good, and the ending of this does set up the next storyline we're going to review in a minute. But yeah, it turns out that Mikey leaves because he finds out that Hob is working with Hun. And he's basically, instead of all the weapons and taking all the criminals, instead of destroying them, he's keeping them and giving the Hun for some reason. No idea why. And Mutant Animals basically, even though that they're actually pretty nice people, of course Mikey joins up with them because, well, he has nowhere else to go because, well, his brothers and his father are basically with the Foot Clan. Also, Leonardo becomes new Chani. Karai, basically, who was his predecessor, she goes off to Japan to basically sort of go on a journey in Japan. She goes to Japan basically to head up the Japan branch of the Foot Clan, while basically Splinter heads up basically to the New York branch. Yep. Let's see what else. There's an assassin basically who's part of the Foot Clan. I don't. Her name is Janice, I think her name is. Yeah, she spread rumors that the Foot Clan is going to weak because she doesn't like what Splinter's doing. Then later on, after having a brief fight with him, she basically apologizes, and she later gets a sort of a demotion in a way. But he kind of understands what he doesn't have a problem with her basically being sort of against basically what he's doing, but he kind of understands it. Of course, he does it up for punishment later on. What's her punishment? Well, she basically assigned a very special duty. She is to guard a tomb where four master the Shredder. Yeah. And of course the stuff that was set up in here that later gets expanded upon in this volume here, with Owlplex being sort of controlled by Cassine. Yeah. I think, yeah. Which that sets up here, that actually gets finished up in here. So it's a recurring story with her, and of course Casey is basically acting he basically is acting very defensive, and of course I mentioned the Case in April series. April is wearing a different outfit than she's usually wearing, but yeah, this is really good, and I give this one also a 9.5 out of 10. This one just continues where this one leaves off, and basically continues from there. Basically, the other Utrons wake up and find out that General Crank is going to be put on trial for war crimes. They also find out that this advisor's brother is also going to be put on trial for war crimes. The Fugitoid also appears in here as well. If you wonder what the Fugitoid looks like in this comic book, the whole thing of basically Alpex that happens in here. Let's see here. Her name is Janika. That is her name. This is basically her without her red mask on. Yeah, this is where she's assigned the duty of guarding Shredder's tomb. And this guy here, that's the IDW version of the Rat King. And Cassina, that is this woman here, that's one of his sisters. Yep. Let's see. This is the Fugitoid. Yeah. One thing I can praise for basically the third interpretation I've seen of him, one of three I've seen, he looks, design-wise, he doesn't look that much different. It's just that he's different color. and used to be known as Special Honeycut. They kept that there. Um, the Utron's name basically held for trial. His name is Cha Real, but everybody else basically is being set free. And it turns out that we also learn about Leatherhead's past in here. Um, that's also when um, sort of this happens here in the corner. Yeah, that happens in here as well. So we have basically a combination of a couple different storylines in here, but more stuff to come when it comes to this particular series. But this is just great. Um, it continues to prove why this series is awesome. It's good storytelling. Despite the fact the series is very heavily serialized, but the thing is, one thing I can also praise for these trades is that they do list off basically the other trades you can read in order to catch up with the series. Mm-hmm. Now, there is approximately, right now, I think there's about 18 trades right now. Let me look this up. I think there's about 18 trades. Let's see. There is 18 trades. There's been at least, as of right now, as of last month, there's been about 17 trades released. This is one of the most recent trades they released. This one only came out just this past April. Yeah. So the thing is, they put in like 5 issues apiece, which actually is pretty good. They do this. Well, early on for these trades, they're just putting in 4 issues. I would say they start increasing it to 5. I would say starting with this with volume 14, that's when they start putting in 5 issues apiece, because before it was like 3-4 issues apiece. Like a lot of the ones were like 4 issues apiece, but the Venture storyline they put in just 3 issues apiece because it was a 6-parter. Mm-hmm. Don't know why, but yeah, starting with these 2 trades is 5 issues apiece, which is basically gets a little bit close to get cut up. If you're just reading from the trades, it's gonna take a while because these trades are expensive. But despite being expensive, these trades, well, the story in here is just really, really good. So if you want to start reading with this series, start with the new printing of the first volume, which they sort of, let's just say there actually is sort of an IDW collection. There's about 5 of these released so far, and with those 5 books, you can basically cover the first 44 issues, the first few miniseries, and several one-shots, and at least and both of the annuals so far that have been released so far for the series. But yeah, this is just a combination of the whole thing with Leatherhead, which have kind of said that sort of Venture storyline. The whole thing with Owlplex, that's basically built up in here as well, and the stuff later on said with the whole thing with General Krang. This one I also give a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, both of them 9.5 out of 10. Really good. Highly recommend them. Alright, that's it for this episode. Next episode will be 2 more trades. Until then, I will see you there. Bye.